Periodic review of Nigeria's role in international relations entered a sixth brainstorming session at the Nigeria Institute of International Affairs in Lagos. A role analysis of the country from economy to peacekeeping was discussed as participants sought better avenues to improve the implementation of the country's foreign policy. No nation can exist on its own, and relations between nations is important in exerting influence in a world where the strength of any country is determined by its sphere of influence. This formed part of the pivot of discussions at the sixth brainstorming session of Nigeria in International Relations, a role analysis, attended by former ambassadors, research fellows and those at the helm of providing a positive image for the country.
There are significant roles which Nigeria has played, which cannot be pigeonholed into what it has done for the United Nations in particular, but can also be said to be what it has done for the rest of the world. With regard to this regional grouping, Nigeria was able to be part of the 3 points that governs African regionalism today.
We must insist, nobody will concede leadership to you unless you insist. That's number one. Number two, be prepared to punish countries who vote against you. Be prepared to declare countries antagonistic who act against your interests.
Director General of the Nigeria Institute of International Affairs, Professor Bola Akinteriwa, stated factors that will help Nigeria's foreign policy increase the country's influence beyond her reach in Africa.
There has to be a restructuring of Nigeria from the 36 states to 6 states. The paper believes that, look, the current 6 geopolitical zones should be structured as they are, then allow the evolving democratic culture, allow for self-discipline, allow for competitive interest within, to grow gradually.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Lugbenga Ashiru, directed his attention on the one area where the country's image is more impressionable on the outside, the media.
In my own 3 months experience as foreign minister, I've seen it played out. Unknown to the media, because I was shocked what I was reading in the papers. And when I addressed the House of Assembly 2 days ago, they themselves said it will follow that most of the stories in the media were the figment of their imagination. And I said I agreed with them.
Brainstorming sessions like these go beyond just a few hours of talk. Discussions continue on the side and recommendations are made, especially to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The ultimate goal is to dispel the impression that Nigeria's foreign policy is worth nothing on the international scene.